Hey, how's it going? I want to show you how to make some 48-hour turbo yeast from Mile Hi Distilling. Alright, this is actually formulated by a doctor in Sweden with a PhD in fermentology. This is like the top of the line turbo yeast that you can get. Only from Mile Hi Distilling, of course. Alright, we're going to start out with filling the bucket up with some water. I usually just turn it up on high. Sometimes I use the sprayer. You kind of check, make sure it's not like over 104 degrees. Take a few minutes here, as I'll show you this. Mile Hi, we got a lot of different kind of turbo yeast. We got whiskey pure, batch turbo, turbo pure express. Rum is a new one, rum. Of course, the 24-hour turbo. Alka-Basic strength, 23%, which is pretty cool stuff. Also, we have some others, I'm just not showing them. Another minute here. Check the temperature again. I got 95, just fine. I'll fill the bucket about halfway up. Now what I done, I bought 2 bags of sugar, 10-pound bags. I took 2.5 pounds out of one bag. So we got 17.5 pounds of sugar. I'm just going to dump that in. All this is sugar, water, and turbo yeast. And this actually makes a real clean fermentation. Just got to make sure to stir it till all the sugar is dissolved. Stir it up, make sure it gets done. Get her done. Yeah. Now we add the turbo yeast. We want to make sure this is down about 90 degrees. And this sugar is just regular table sugar I picked up at Walmart. Just got to make sure it's all dissolved. That looks pretty good. What I'll do now, I'll top it off to 25 liters, which is 6.5 gallons actually. Take the sprayer, stick the sprayer in there. I like to run the sprayer. Make sure it's well mixed up. Check the temperature. Okay, 25 liters and it's 87 degrees. 87 degrees. Just perfect almost. You don't want you want to start between 90 and 70, but 90 is better. It gives the turbo yeast a little kick in the ass to get going. So we got the 48-hour turbo from Mile Hi Distilling, of course. Okay. Just kind of sprinkle it in and stir at the same time. Do this for about a minute. time is it?
2:30.
2:30. Okay, we'll come back in a few hours and show them how the airlock's going. This is some real cool stuff here. Easy and fun to do. At least I think so. That's all there is to it. And I'm going to put the lid on. Now if you have a lid without a hole, you just leave your lid loose. But you got to let your gas escape, okay? You want to use an airlock. So we got a hole for the airlock. If you don't have an airlock, you can just punch a hole in it. Just so you got some way for the gas to get out. I like using the airlock just so I can watch it ferment. It's kind of cool to watch it ferment. Gives you an idea when it's getting done too. But if you got a 3-piece airlock, make sure you pop that cap off, or you can end up with a big mess. So that cap, the hole is too small to let all the gas escape. Alright. Pop that on there like so. Simple enough. 25 liters and it's about 87 degrees and it's 2:39. We'll come back in about 2 hours and I'll show you how that airlock's popping away. Okay, we're back. Can you see alright? Okay, we're going to zoom in on the bucket here. The airlock's popping about once every 5 seconds. It's been 2.5 hours since we started this. We got a good head of foam inside here. The bucket's about 84 degrees. I like using the stick-on thermometers. You can kind of see what the temperature is inside there. And now this thing kind of smells like a distillery. I'll have to move this out to the garage later on because my wife will kick my ass if I don't. So the garage is kind of warm, so what I'll do, I'll take a wet towel and I'll take the towel, wrap around here, and use a bungee cord to hang on that wet towel, and that'll bring it down about 10 degrees. And I'll have to take that towel off once a day and wet it, put it back on there. And that works pretty well. In the wintertime, if it's getting too cold in the room, you use a brew belt. This is from Liquor Quick. These are pretty cool. They work real well. We're going to let this thing ferment out for like 5 to 7 days. Let it go for like 5-7 days, you can get 18 to 20% alcohol out of it. And that, in a reflux still, you can get a whole gallon of 95%. 95% is definitely alcohol fuel. So you can burn that in an engine, no problem. But also, it's a 2-part clearing agent I want to show you. This will basically clear the wash overnight. So what you do, you add 1 part, stir it, about 20 minutes later. You add the 2nd part, stir it. The next day, I do it in the evenings, the next morning basically, it'll clear it up. You'll have all the sediment at the bottom of your bucket. Let's go and pull this lid off. My camera person is going to bring it a little closer to show you the, we're going to open the bucket up and take a look inside. This is really cool. It's only been 2.5 hours since we started this. It's been fermenting like nuts. Look at that head of foam on there. Cool stuff, huh? Again, this is the 48-hour turbo yeast. I'll seal that back up. It definitely have a smell to it. It smells like a brewery. And let me see anything else I wanted to show you. I wrote everything down here. Let me see. Keep under 90. Yeah, you want to keep it under 90 degrees. It's best to keep around 70. So after you get it going, keep it in a cool room. If you found this information useful, so leave me a positive feedback. Thank you.